your butt, feeling like a weenie, but no, it's 5:30. It's time for a martini. Welcome to our show. Welcome to our Kiki, the 5:30 Quarantini.
Hello!
Hey!
Chris, how's it going?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderfully. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for co-hosting today.
Oh my gosh, it is my pleasure. It's so good to be back.
Oh my god, it's so good to see you.
I think it's my third appearance on the show. First time as an official guest, second time last week as a surprise guest. Now here I am hosting, just climbing my way up in the world.
Just climbing your way up in the world. I mean, next thing you know, you're going to have your own show. So
next thing you know, maybe as soon as Monday.
Maybe as soon as Monday. At 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Broadway-Talk Live. You guys, we have a network now.
You're here. Everyone's here right now.
Everyone's here. Broadway-Talk Live. Make sure you hit subscribe. Down there.
Yes, of course, of course. What have you been up to? How's your week been? Since
oh gosh, you know, the week's been good.
Last week.
I did. I know. I've just been popping in. Oh, the week's been good. You know, the weather has been like super hot, but I've been like forcing myself to run every day.
Okay.
Or like do yoga or something. So like getting my sweat on, you know, that quarantine 19 or whatever is really, I'm struggling. We're trying to get it off.
Of course. Of course.
What about you? What have you been up to?
Yeah. Oh, I'm still in the Cape. It is very, very warm. It's like been in the 90s every day. It's been so
What town are you in?
You can tell. I'm in Orleans, which is
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like here.
It's like there. Yeah. And then my I have a house in Wellfleet, which is like here
there,
at the wrist.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But usually it's cooler on the Cape though. They're getting a heat wave, I guess, just like us.
Oh my god. Yeah. But the beach has been so nice. There's so many fun people here. Hi, Lucy. Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Joy is here. My mother is here.
Hey, Mom.
So exciting. All right. Should we get started?
Should we dive in? I mean, I guess we should probably. Should we talk about some like other things that happened this week though? Like we have to shout out Shea Coulee winning Drag Race last week.
Yes, of course.
I mean, a huge moment.
Last week.
I know it feels like a lifetime ago, but like big ups to Shea Coulee, the rightful winner of, in my opinion, of.
I mean, she won like a month ago in my mind. You know.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Although I wanted to like, I was rooting for Jujubee just because like, she really is like my aesthetic of like a drag queen. Like, I just think she's so hilarious. But Shea Coulee was like, she was tapped as the winner from the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you know what we have this weekend?
What?
On Saturday night. Broadway Bears for
oh my gosh, how could I have forgotten? Oh my god, Broadway Bears, what used to be live, now coming to you at home. You don't have to pay for that expensive ticket, honey.
right. Those $100 tickets are no more.
Bye. Although hopefully you donate to the cause.
Absolutely. Yes, for sure. It's at 9:30, totally free. Obviously donations are welcome. And it's 9:30 on Playbill and also BroadwayCares.org, right?
Yeah, and they're going to be showing some like old numbers from past years, and then also some new performances and some celebrity guest stars and all sorts of fun stuff. So it's going to be really exciting. I hope you'll all join us and watch. And I know they're calling it a zoom in, but like I don't think you can actually zoom in. Like we're all going to be like,
hopefully not. But it's so funny. So many people on the show in the past, like Jen Cody and I think Steven Rada, all like have mentioned it before like any of this was announced. So I'm so happy to see it finally come to fruition.
I know. Well, yeah, it's usually in June, so we're like, we're overdue.
Right. We're so
for some Broadway booties.
Wild. All right, let's get Gerard
in
here because
let's do our first guest here.
In so long. All right, so our first guest today is cooler than you and me and everyone else. And we all should just come to terms with that. He starred on Broadway in the original companies of Spring Awakening and American Idiot, Groundhog Day, and of course, Be More Chill.
And I have known Gerard since he was a child belting star in the original Les Mis as Gavroche. And I even saw him in a very niche off-Broadway production of The Prince and the Pauper, where I believe he was the pauper. Let's check in with him on that because, you know, they look alike. So, but anyways, him and I have been friends for a long time. I'm so happy that I happen to be co-hosting on this on his day here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's take
and he plays the guitar and the drums and all sorts of other instruments. He's a jack of all trades.
jack of all trades. Let's take a look at Gerard.
Am I a man or am I a Muppet? Am I a Muppet? If I'm a Muppet, then I'm a very manly Muppet. Very manly Muppet. Am I a Muppet? Or am I a man? Am I a man? If I'm a man, that makes me a Muppet of a man. A Muppet of a man. I'm nothing without you. 'Cause we belong together now. Forever united somehow. Yeah. Oh, I believe in you.
Gerard!
Yay!
Oh,
How's
man.
it going?
Those live performance clips just gave me so much like nostalgia, and oh my god,
know.
I missed that.
I know, and I loved seeing you holding your beer, drinking a song. It's
I
just
mean-
like the.
I know. I'm like, I need a Corona. My hand is empty.
It was definitely a prop for the song, but it's like out of context. It just looks like I don't really give a damn, and I'm just like on stage with my, it works, I guess. Whatever.
It
It's
worked.
so fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What is the Muppet song?
Man or Muppet?
Man or Muppet?
It's from the newer Muppet movies.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm forgetting.
It
his last
sounded
name.
familiar.
But yeah. So it's like a newer tune that he sings with his Muppet best friend. And so I guess when they do the 54 Below Muppets thing, they had me and Will kind of walk around and heckle a little bit, like the Statler Waldorf characters.
Yeah.
But it was totally free reign. Like we could do whatever we wanted. And Will Rowland was just like spitball. I was just laughing the whole time. I was laughing at him the whole time. And then we get pulled on stage to sing. And I love that song. I've gotten to do it a couple times.
That's awesome.
It's always a
Yeah.
fun concert. Kermit always shows up. It's
Dylan
great.
has heard it enough.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those shows that happens pretty often. So
Yeah, which is great. And Rick Lyon's always there, and he's got Kermit there and stuff. I
Brings
mean,
his
it's Kermit.
I gotta check it out next time.
It's cool. It's really cool.
You have some fans in the house right here.
Yay!
Fans in the
What's up,
house.
Gerard?
I love it.
Someone's loving the How to Succeed moment. Made me definitely miss Charlie Rosen's big band.
Me too. It's one of the
Ooh, yeah.
best nights at 54 Below, I think. Maybe that's why. That is the theory. That's like a new. That's like an internet theory. I don't know how that got started. I'm not really mad at it, but it's definitely. a theory.
But how have you been, Gerard? Like, what has your quarantine been like? Like, where are you coming to us from right now?
Oh man. Well, I stayed in New York. I'm still in Harlem, so I'm hunkered down up here. I have been doing a variety of things. I don't know, trying to stay sane any way I can. I've been working on a lot of music. I actually just updated my studio setup here. Like I have a very expensive table that I dropped some money on, and like a new computer and a bunch of software that just makes this whole live at home experience a little bit easier to do. Because I'm already, I'm lucky. I'm being asked to work on some projects. I mean, it's not like crazy stuff, but I'm still using my art, and
That's great.
so that's helpful. And I do a weekly Zoom with some of the Almost Famous cast members because we were supposed to start up like a whole thing. We had like a workshop planned, and so it's sort of everything's kind of on hold. But I get to see most of them weekly, which is really nice. People show up.
That's really great.
Yeah,
that's
it's
great.
been really fun. And the protests around here are insane, and I've been trying to get to as many of them as I can. Within reason, and also I ended up hurting my knee a little bit at one of them, so I've taken like a month off because I didn't want to get more injured.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta take care of yourself first, but
sure.
that's awesome. Yeah.
But I feel like the city feels kind of weird, but the community that's being built right now is kind of amazing to see people come out in droves, and I start to see the same people that I would have never met before if we hadn't all gathered, and we see each other at the same thing. So it's making you more of a community in this huge city.
Right.
Hugely small.
Yeah, which is really hard to do because we're so spread out. But then when people come together in this way for justice, and you start to see familiar faces, and it helps grow the community, which is great. Yeah.
And what's so crazy is there's absolutely no tourists in New York right now, and there's like no one that doesn't live here. So like as you're walking around and you do see people, you're like, these are New Yorkers. Like there's no one else left.
I know. It's so strange. I walked through Times Square yesterday, or like adjacent, like 8th Avenue, like, and I was like, what are all these people doing down here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if none of them are tourists, then like, why are you in Times Square? Like, I was just passing through, but it's like such a crazy thing.
It's wild to walk through there.
It's wild. It's wild.
But you know, all things considered, I'm healthy. I'm safe. My family's healthy. So that's good. I feel lucky about that.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's
That's awesome.
Yeah. Are y'all doing well?
That's great.
Y'all doing okay?
Yeah.
We're doing good. We're hanging in. I'm on the Upper West Side, so not too far from you.
Right on.
And Dylan's on vacation in the Cape right now.
I'm on vacation on the Cape right now, but I have been hunkered down, in Queens the entire time. So
got it.
So
I
stayed in New York.
You earned that vacation.
Yes.
You did. See, I did not. Yeah, I was in California with my in-laws for 3 months, like just living it up in the sun. So, I mean, there were some struggles, but most of all, it was nice.
Yeah. You're getting a lot of love in the comments here.
Oh my gosh, so many.
Seeing your posts about the protests are incredibly inspiring, and you share such important information.
Amen.
So supportive with everything going on, and just so supportive in general.
Oh, I'm just passing information along, man. I'm doing nothing crazy here. I'm just, it's sort of hard to sit back and just not say or do anything about it. And I am a person who very much speaks his mind all the time, and sometimes ends up putting his foot in his mouth about it. But in this situation, it's just like, man, everyone's tired. We're tired, So, and on top of everything else that's happening right now in the world, I think it's just like, how can we possibly continue the same way? We can't. It's not sustainable. It's clearly not sustainable. So
clearly,
it's just not. So that's honestly been a huge focus, and it's been nice to meet a bunch of activists who are really doing the fucking work. They're really doing it out there, and it's really, really inspiring. It is to just be there and hear the stories, and it's really amazing.
It's great. Sure. And like for you to get there in person is awesome. But for people who can't, like there's so many other ways that you can be an activist from home. There's so many places you can donate. There's so many, initiatives you can join. You can write letters. You can do, there's so much. So, and we all know that. We're preaching to the choir here.
I do as much as I can in a single day, with also giving myself enough ample time to rest the mind and,
of course,
give myself a little bit of a break every now and then. But
Sweet. Well, Dylan, should we bring in our next guest?
Yes, absolutely. Gerard, will you come back and play a game with us after this? Okay, great.
Do.
Gerard, we will see you back in just a moment.
Yes.
And let's just... Sorry. Oh, I can't do this. Okay. We'll see you in a second. All right.
Bye, Gerard.
Here we go. All right. So here we go. Our next guest this is very exciting because it has now taken us 102 episodes, but I'm pretty sure that this next guest is our first Tony Award nominee that we've ever had on the show. So
wow.
This is a very important night. She made her Broadway debut in the original company of Spring Awakening with Gerard. She starred as Sandy in SpongeBob SquarePants the Musical.
She is a Broadway alpha.
She is a
Never
Broadway
forget.
alpha.
Duh. Yes. And she most recently appeared in Tootsie, where she was nominated for a Tony Award for her performance as Julie Nichols.
Oh my God, and what a performance that was. I loved that
so
show
good.
So much. Let's take a look at LILLI Cooper.
John was gone. Everything on the left of the closet was gone. His electric guitar and his amp and his car were gone. Just poof. There I was standing under a roof alone. And yes, my heart was almost broken. But I'd made my choice and I'd make it again. And now, where's John? I think Portland, Maine, or maybe it's Oregon. You say all you want is just a kiss goodnight, and you hold me and you whisper, child, the Lord won't mind. It's just you and me, child, you're a beauty. God is good, but loving ain't it good tonight? You ain't seen treat you right. It's just you and me. Never again will I kiss you. Never again will I want you. Never again will I love you. Come to your senses. Suspense is fine if you're just an empty image emanating out of a screen. Baby, be real. You can feel again. You don't need a music box melody to know what I mean. Come to your senses. Come to your senses. Come to your senses. Baby, come back alive.
Yay!
That put a little tear in my eye.
Oh my
I
God,
knew
your puppy.
so. This is Cosmo.
Oh my gosh, who is that angel? Cosmo?
This is Cosmo. Yeah, Cosmo. He sits on my lap whenever he's very anxious, and he's constantly anxious. So it's my
That
baby
is
boy.
precious. My baby boy's at the dog park right now.
Yeah.
I sent him
remember
away.
meeting Cosmo at one of the Broadway-Barks events at 54. Was that ASPCA?
I think that
event?
was Dublin, actually. I have two Cocker Spaniels. One is black, named Dublin, and this little blondie is Cosmo. But yes, you're thinking of Dublin, and I think it was for the Humane
The
Society.
Humane Society. Yes. So adorable. Lily, how are you?
I'm pretty good. I've been sitting in front of my computer a lot recently. So I'm getting used to and isn't that so weird? I'm so not used to that. Everybody else in the world sits at their computer
Right.
9 to 5. But now I'm like, oh gosh, this is what it's like.
Right. Yeah. This is our for now new normal.
Exactly.
Talking and performing and all that stuff. So.
Yeah.
What have you been up to? How's your quarantine been? Where are you coming to us from? Are you in New York?
I'm in Harlem. I'm in New York City. I've been, holed up in my apartment since day one. I've had the opportunity of getting out of the city once or twice. I went to Connecticut with the dogs, and I went to my dad's house in Jersey, which was nice to get out of the city and get a little sun and water. But for the most part, been in New York, which has been a pretty wild ride. It's been a journey. It's just been kind of crazy how much things have changed, how kind of terrifying it was in the beginning, and then now it's terrifying for a completely different reason. So it's been a roller coaster for sure.
Yeah. I completely agree. Just finally getting out of New York and coming up here for 2 weeks has been absolutely unbelievable, and it's just so refreshing to get out of
To be outside in the sunshine by the water. Yeah.
to get out of the city and maybe see nature. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been super great.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah. What have you been doing any fun Netflix binging in quarantine? Are you more of a reader? What's your jam?
My husband's like, Lil, you need to stop watching reality television. Your brain is going to melt and you're going to turn into a dum-dum because it's all I watch. I'm really, truly addicted. It's kind of scary. I've been so into Married at First Sight, it has a new season now. And it's
I haven't seen that yet.
Y'all,
You were not the first person to mention the show on the show.
You got to get on it.
I've got to jump on that.
You got to jump on it quick. Jump on that bandwagon quick and never let go. It's so good for so many reasons because it's just watching it's like watching a train wreck. It's truly you can't take your eyes away from these crazy people who are making terrible decisions for their lives.
Yes.
So there's
Is it different than Love is Blind? The premise
well, yes, in a sense, because they never talk or see each other or ever meet before they literally meet at the altar. So
Lord.
It's the stakes are a little higher because at least in Love is Blind, they meet each other.
They had a month. Yeah.
A month to like, should we get married or should we not get married? And they have the choice to say no. But like these people just get married the first second they lay eyes on each other.
So do you meet them? Do you as the viewer meet them before, and then you see them meet at the altar, or does the show start at the altar?
Yeah, no, it's fabulous. You get the intro of all the new characters being introduced, and like you get a vibe for who's who, and then you're like, ooh, who? Because you see the experts matching these people, and you're like, ooh, who's gonna go with who? And then you predict like, oh, that's never gonna work, or that might work, but they're probably gonna get. I mean, the likelihood of these relationships succeeding is like, I don't know, 10% or something insane.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because it's been 9 seasons now. And in the 9 seasons, there are like 4 or 5 couples. And there are maybe 6 couples that have stayed together in the past decade.
Oh my gosh.
It's wild.
I had no idea. 9 seasons. I've been sleeping on this. I'm very disappointed in myself.
Is it on TLC?
Yeah, it's on TLC, and I think a few episodes. I think one season just came onto Netflix, and there are other seasons on Hulu.
Okay, great. Well, I'm gonna get into that tonight.
Oh yeah,
before the Housewives.
Obviously, before the Housewives.
I think we're missing an important part of the show, which is I'm a little thirsty.
I'm thirsty.
So Lily, will you walk us through your cocktail or mocktail of the day?
Yeah. So today I'm drinking a mocktail because I'm taking a little break from the martinis. Mama needs to just cool down for a minute. So
I believe we all do at some
I'm
point.
gonna drink a little mocktail in my wine glass, and I'm a tequila gal. I love a margarita, and I love like a skinny margarita where I make it myself with the lime and the agave, situation. So I always start with my LaCroix, which is peach pear flavored.
I have a polar seltzer.
Delicious.
I'm gonna go with tequila.
Or that works too. And then I must share with you the most amazing purchase I've made since quarantine began, which is a juicer. Oh
yes.
You got
We're ready.
So I have one at home, and the one here at this house that I'm staying at in the Cape has like a lemon and lime differentiation, but so far all of the limes that I've bought don't fit in the lime.
In the lime one, at a house I was recently staying at, they had separate lime and lemon ones, and I was like, this is just a waste of space. Like they all fit in the lemon one.
Waste. Just get a bigger one, and then all things will fit in
exactly.
it.
It'll all strain perfectly.
And I do it like in my water. I do it in everything. It's like my favorite thing in the world. So it just adds the perfect little juices,
And then you're not like, if you have any cuts on your hands and you're like squeezing the lemon or lime, that's always gets
squeezing
terrible.
them never gets a good amount of juice out.
Yeah.
And I had clementines in my fridge, so I'm going to try a clementine also.
Perfect.
We love.
Oh yeah, that looks.
I can just hear all of this like lime squeezing ASMR that's happening on this.
I can't believe I was so late to
squeeze the lime.
I can't believe I was so late to the juicer party, to the lime squeezer party. Like, I just bought this like a month ago.
I mean, I don't even know when I bought mine. Not too long ago, to be honest, but definitely a little bit before quarantine.
I've spent so many years in restaurants that I could not go without it. Like once you see like a bartender using it, you're like, I have to have that. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I can never go back.
All right. Well, cheers.
Shall we
everybody.
cheers?
I'm shaking.
Okay.
Yay!
Cheers.
Oh, you're not ready.
It's okay. Cheers. Woo!
Delicious.
Yes.
Delish.
Ooh, someone says that they're doing the Kevin Metzger-Timson Greyhound this evening.
Oh, that's hello,
that?
Colleen. Welcome. The Kevin Metzger-Timson Greyhound. That's my husband. It's vodka with a grapefruit spindrift, and a little fresh grapefruit in the squeezer as well. Killing it. We got really into spindrift during quarantine because like you've got to like if you're trying to like drink a little less, then like a fancy water is the way to go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what today is all about.
Cheers to that.
All right. Well, now that we have our beverages and we've caught up a little bit on life, I say let's bring Gerard back and let's play a fun little game, shall we?
Let's do it.
Hello.
Gerard, are you ready?
I sure am.
Okay.
G-Rad! Hey, girl. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm so good. It's good to see your face.
It's great to see you. You
I know,
sounded
when
great in
was-
those clips. Oh my God.
Oh, thanks.
Hear you sing again. I listened to her sing like every day for 2 years.
Right?
Oh my
A
god.
long time ago. We're
I know, you guys go way back.
Yeah, man.
Back to the year 2006. 2006 would be.
Yeah.
0607, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's the perfect little segue to today's game.
Ooh.
Because today's game, we're going to do a little 2006 trivia.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
So just to tell you guys the lay of the land on this game.
Yeah.
So it's 2006 trivia, but it is all based on Broadway musicals that opened in the year 2006.
Thank God. Okay.
It should be pretty easy because you either couldn't see them because you were on Broadway at the time, or it was before you guys opened in 2006. So we'll see how this goes.
All right.
Just get my little things up. And just so you know, so you guys are on a team together. It's not like you guys are versus each other. And Chris also has not heard any of these, so he is also on your team.
Oh my
Fabulous.
gosh, teamwork.
Love
so
that.
teamwork will make the dream work. And if you get the answer right, you will hear Alex Newell riffing. And if you get the
Thank God.
answer wrong, you'll hear that you got the answer wrong. So
I wish. What if it was like someone else riffing that was like not as good, and that was like,
right, like that.
Anyone else riffing besides Alex Newell?
oh no,
That
who are
video
you
that's
gonna
been
do?
going on of the pageant girl singing "And I Am Telling You," like just like putting that up there, that would.
Oh, that would be good.
terrifying. But, you know what, Lily? Maybe for next week. That's what we'll have.
Yeah.
All right.
Idea.
Question number 1. This 2006 musical, they're going to all start with that, starred a young Laura Benanti and a young Amy Spenger. It was based on a movie of the same title, and it told the story of a lead band member after a breakup. Anybody?
The Wedding Singer.
The Wedding Singer.
Oh.
I referred to it as the. Oh, there he is. I referred to it as the Wedding Spanger because she stole that show. I mean, it was
Right.
all about Amy.
The Wedding
I mean,
Banger.
As she
It
always
was-
does. Fabulous.
So
I was
good.
a huge fan of Stephen Lynch even before that, like in high school, all of his comedy stuff. It might not have aged well, to be perfectly honest with you.
I don't
his
think
material,
it did.
but
Yeah.
Nothing has
he was-
aged well.
he was
Nothing.
outstanding. Yeah, that was true.
Yeah, he did. He was great in that. It was such a and what a like kind of a surprising role for Laura Benanti. You know, like
Right.
she's like bringing out the belts and like the contemporary musical theater sound. She killed it. That was
I
great.
love that show.
She did. All right. Question number 2. This Disney hit movie wasn't the biggest hit on Broadway, but with starring Merle Dandridge, Jen Gambatese, and Josh Strickland, could it have been that bad?
Tarzan?
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
Tarzan.
Yes, Lily.
Oh, I
That is
love that.
correct. Tarzan, it didn't run past, I don't think it ran a full year at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, that's probably one of the only Disney show that didn't last that long.
I think
believe-
so,
That's
right?
why I remembered it.
I mean, like that and Little Mermaid, but Little Mermaid was still around for
It
longer.
still did a year at least, right?
Yeah.
A year and a half.
Oh, totally. Let's see. Let's take a look at the. People are talking about Cosmo in the background.
I know.
Cosmo's
He's walking in
okay.
and out of my room because he's like, "Where's Dad?"
Joy
Oh.
Tarzan, right? So that's good.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's go on to question number 3, shall we? They're gonna get a little bit harder as we go on. Just letting you know. This 2006 revival was one of John Doyle's Broadway hits that starred a young Elizabeth Stanley.
Company?
Company. Yes.
Company is correct.
Yes.
And you can watch that. It's on Broadway HD or something like that.
Yeah, it's
Or
the
Oh, yeah.
It's the
Rollo
Rollo
Sparza.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
And they
every
all play
time-
instruments.
They all play instruments, and one of the only, like every time I see it, I'm always like, "Is that Elizabeth?" I forgot Elizabeth Stanley was in the show.
Elizabeth Stanley.
Elizabeth
It was a great
Stanley.
cast.
Yeah.
I loved that production. I think I preferred it to John Doyle Sweeney Todd, dare I say. Like, I thought the instruments worked better in that setting.
Interesting.
Personally, but like, that's controversial, I suppose.
And when Broadway opens back up, everyone has to go as one of the only people that saw a company before Broadway ended.
I saw it too.
Everybody cannot sleep.
You've
on
got to
Company.
go.
You got to go.
Wow, that's cool to be one of the select people who got to see it before Broadway closed. I'm
Right.
jealous.
Yeah.
It was stunning.
It's how I feel about people who say that they saw Mrs. Doubtfire too. I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to see that.
things I was looking forward to. All right, question
It'll be
number
back.
4. And they'll be back. Question number 4. These I'm just going to name people that were in the show, and then you have to guess what show it was.
Oh my god.
Danny Burstein, Garth Kravitz, Jason Kravitz,
What?
Sutton Foster, Beth Level.
I got it.
You
I
got
don't
it.
know.
I got it. Drowsy Chaperone.
Duh.
Duh.
Drowsy Chaperone.
Beth Level was like the key there, but the Kravitz brothers played the brothers in the show, right?
They did, yes.
Also,
The mob brothers.
Was that a
Yeah.
Michael Mayer production too? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Wasn't
should have
it?
known. Yeah, it might have been. Was
I
it?
think so.
Or he just talked about it a lot? I don't know. one or the other.
I'm pretty sure Michael Mayer just talked about it a lot. No.
Right, maybe.
That's so funny. But actually, I was just thinking about this. What theater was Spring Awakening in?
The O'Neill.
Eugene O'Neill.
The Eugene O'Neill. Okay.
Oh.
Because as I was going through all of these shows, I was like, well, then what theater was Spring Awakening in? Because I kept being like, I guess it's not that one. Anyway, next question. This 2006 revival has a movie that was based on the casting of this production.
What? Wait,
There-
repeat that?
There is
One more time.
2006 revival that has a movie, I should say a documentary, based on the casting of this production.
Oh, I know. Can I answer?
Yeah, of course.
Go for it.
Chorus line?
A chorus line is correct. And that is Every Little Step is that
Every Little
documentary.
Step. I didn't realize it was that long ago. 2006.
I thought
Damn.
the same thing.
I
when
didn't
was
either.
looking
That-
up shows that
Well,
were 2006.
I remember because Krista Rodriguez left Spring Awakening to go do that production, of course.
Oh, wow.
She was like the first
Oh.
one out, wasn't she? Didn't she?
Yeah, I think she was the first to leave.
That's crazy.
She was like, sorry, booked another Broadway. I gotta go.
Yeah, bye.
I,
Oh, come on. We were looking up, both of you guys, and like what roles you've, and almost every role you guys have played on Broadway is like an original Broadway cast show.
yeah, you guys have been in so many original companies. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's
pretty
pretty,
great.
it's
Killing it.
pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, just a few more left because honestly, not that many musicals that year. Another revival appeared in 2006. It starred Norm Lewis, Alexander Geminiani, and Daphne Rubin Vega.
I know
Sorry,
it,
one.
but I want to give you guys a minute.
Is this the Wild Party?
Also, no, but that's a great cast for the Wild Party. Let's see, is anybody
thought
said
Daphne might have
anything
done
in the
that.
comments?
I don't think I know.
In the comments, anyone? This is
Come on,
good.
Colin.
This was good, Dylan.
This is a good one. I'm shocked that no one's getting this.
Yeah, I don't think.
Any guesses?
I
Any
feel bad. I'm
guesses?
gonna hate myself when I don't get this.
No, just
A revival.
You've
Someone
been
give a
nailing it
guess.
though, so I wouldn't take it too hard,
Great.
It's a big show. Like it's not niche. Like it is a big old show.
any guesses?
I wanted to say Music Band, but I know that's not true.
No, 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 no.
Oh, wait, but
We
what
had
was
to
it?
give the cue.
But I
It's
thought
Les
you had
Mis.
it. Oh,
What?
duh.
It's Les Mis.
It is.
Oh
Les
my
Mis.
God.
The first Les Mis revival.
I gotta go.
Played the played the Broadhurst.
Oh man,
Short-lived,
that's
unfortunately.
right.
Yeah, I remember.
Leia
That one was
Salonga
fun
tried to come in
too.
and save the day.
It was a staging of the original with the turntable, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like smaller.
Yeah. I heard
A
it was
much smaller turntable. A much smaller turntable.
Yeah. But like same direction, basically, not like the most recent revival, which was like totally redone.
Right. Where Valjean's super hot and rips off all.
Super hot. Yeah.
16 abs, literally.
Yeah, literally. All right, and then okay, so this is the last question. You guys did pretty well, so let's see if I can stump you again on this one. This Will Chase starring role opened and closed in 2006, only playing 19 previews and 13 performances, with music by Tom Kitt and lyrics by Amanda Green.
I'll take High Fidelity for 500.
Yes, High Fidelity is correct.
I remember that.
Nice.
I didn't get to see it. I think a bunch of Spring Awakening folks went and got to actually see that show, which I'm a little jealous about.
Do you know what's really funny? I had tickets to see High Fidelity, and it closed. So we came and saw Spring Awakening instead.
Well,
We
It happens.
hopped on the
could
train
be worse.
from Long Island, and we were like, Spring Awakening. And that was like the third time or second time I had like seen. We were like, I guess if we can't see High Fidelity, we should just go see Spring Awakening again.
Might as well go again. Yeah.
Yes.
appreciate you.
Yes. But anyway, thank you guys for playing.
Yeah,
Did you
man.
find out the day of?
I didn't find out the day of. There was a little bit of time, but thank you guys for playing 2006 Broadway Trivia. What a fun time that was. It was fun going back into 2006. What a time. What a time.
I'm surprised you didn't
What a time to be
mention.
alive.
I'm surprised you didn't mention Grey Gardens.
Grey Gardens.
So I'm pretty sure Great Gardens didn't open in the year 2006.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
It
That
was,
makes
I
sense.
think it was 2000 and
Was it like winter of 2007?
2007.
yeah. I
It was
think it was
because they were
2007.
weren't they the same year as us?
Yeah, at the
Yeah.
Tonys, they were the same year.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was wondering
okay.
what
That
other
makes sense.
shows were that year. Like what other shows were you guys up against?
Also, was Grease revived that year?
It was revived in 07
was,
or 08.
But I think that was
It might have
I
been
think it didn't come out until 07. I don't think it
Okay.
came out
Wow.
until 07.
Because that would have really thrown us off with the chorus line question, because there was the one
right.
that I want TV show.
And
Oh.
that's
Could have
what I
gotten
was thinking
complicated.
of.
Yes, you're the one that I want. I think that
Max
show was
Strum,
just brilliant.
I mean, it was
show.
great, and it produced. Laura and Max came into our.
We
theater
got them
world.
both. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
We love them both.
so
Lucked
cool.
out on that. All right. So as our time is winding down, we have two questions for each of you. Well, the same question for each of you. And I'm just gonna take a stab at it. I've never gotten to say these questions in 101 episodes because Michael normally does them. So let's see how I do. So what's been keeping you both going during quarantine? Is there anything that when you wake up every morning that you're just like happy that this is happening in your life and you can, go on with your day?
Sure. Yeah, I'll go. I don't know where I would be without my boo thing, without my hubby. It's like I can't imagine being in this situation, without having a partner. So I'm really, really grateful for him and for my dogs. And I've been cooking so much more. I never cook when I'm busy and out of the house and stuff. And I always thought I hated it, but I don't. I actually really enjoy it. And so it's nice to have discovered this thing that I always thought I didn't like, that I actually really do enjoy and brings me, joy and keeps me busy. So
Yeah,
those are
that's
my things.
amazing. Gerard?
That's great.
My things are pretty similar. I'm not gonna lie. My partner and I have been quarantined together, so that's been very helpful. I have a dog that I got in January, like right before things shut down. And so that's been a really great blessing in disguise, I think, because if this was normal life, I wouldn't really get to raise her the same way. And I'm spending so much time with her, and puppies are difficult and very
A
needy.
lot of work.
Yeah, and so I'm grateful that I've actually gotten to see her grow up in her first year of life. I mean, she'll be a year old in October, so that's been great. I mean, there's so much inspiration around like people that aren't giving up because of this thing. So I think that's really helpful too. I definitely get down though. I have my moments. I think we all do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have very similar things. Very, very lucky.
Yeah.
That's great.
And not to rush any of the healing or anything that's going on in the world, but what are you both looking forward to, once coronavirus is over and there's a
vaccine or
a vaccine.
whatever.
That's what I'm like. There's a vaccine, and what are you guys looking forward to doing?
I'm really looking forward to see what art is being made right now, because I feel like there is so much incredible art being made. There has to be so much, and I just can't wait to see and hear and experience what that will be. It's going to be pretty epic. I think it's going to be kind of transcendent, like a new level of storytelling and artistry. I'm really excited about that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here. I completely agree. And I don't know. I'm excited to see the country again. I miss touring. I miss going to random states and playing random clubs and bars and meeting people there. Like that, I found so much love for that in the last couple of years. I'm excited to dig into music a little bit more, I think, when the world starts back running, and be a little bit more choosy about which theatrical things I want to do, which I am lucky enough to be able to do right now. But maybe just take a little bit more of a direction in music and see how that's going, because it was going pretty well until everything shut down. So and I was working a lot, so I was a little overworked probably too. So I think in a lot of ways I needed this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you guys both so much for being
great.
on the show today. It was lovely to catch up with both of you.
I know.
Yeah.
It's been
This
so
has been
long.
great. So long since we've seen anyone. Yes.
We've seen
If I could ask you to just stick around for a couple extra minutes, I have a little announcement to make. We're here. Oh, Michael Hall's here. Oh,
Yay.
Michael, we miss you. But not too much, right? Anyway, so here on Broadway-Talk Live, we're debuting a couple new shows next week. And on Monday is my show. Me and my husband host MT Trivia with the Metzger Timpsons. Get it? MT, musical theater. We're going to be debuting our first show on the network on this platform on Monday night at 9:00. And we're really excited to announce our guests. And I thought I'd give you a little sneak preview via a little taste of MT Trivia. So if you will indulge me in playing a little brief game with me now, we are going to play the round on MT Trivia that we like to call Name That Diva. And I don't have a fancy intro yet. Just wait for Monday for that. But I'm going to play you an audio clip of this woman, this diva, and you have to figure out who she is by her voice, only her vocals, okay? And we're gonna do a little sound check right now. If it's too loud, too soft, let me know, but we're gonna go for it. Here we go.
Okay.
This is guest number 1. And audience, feel free to play along in the comments.
Playing from Christopher Timpson's
okay, we're gonna try
iPhone.
again. Playing from my iPhone, you got it? Okay, great, here we go.
Got it.
And the voice from down at the bottom of my soul came up through the top of my head. It's a voice from down at the bottom of my soul. Here's what it said. This man is nothing. This corpse is nothing. If you want something, don't find a better place. And when you find
Wait for it.
you will be an actress. And I assure you that's what finally came to pass.
You think you got it?
Krista
Who
Rodriguez.
is it? It's Krista!
When
We've
were
already
talking
shouted her
about
out
Krista before.
today.
Yeah.
It's Krista. We're so excited to have Krista on the show, another Spring Awakening alum. Awesome. Yeah. And for our next guest,
Everyone's getting it right. Look at this.
Oh, awesome.
everyone's getting it right. We all got it. Okay. So for this next one, to give the audience a chance to play along, because there's a little bit of a delay, when you know it, like Lily, raise your hand, and then we'll wait 10 seconds for people to write in. Okay.
Feel the undertow. I never make it complaints. Till it's too late to restraint. Then we'll love you, I can't say no.
I would like to say that I think I came up with that riff. No, I'm kidding. Anybody
Does anyone know?
Guesses? Gerard, Lily.
What do we-
Lily has her hand raised.
We were both nominated for a Tony in the same category in the same year, and she beat me.
Amazing. Yes. It is
Allie.
the beautiful Allie Stoker.
Yes.
I
She's
never
the
got
best.
to the show, but I'm so mad at myself. But she's
Oh.
phenomenal.
Oh my God, just the best. I was supposed to play you a harder clip than that. That was my second clip, in case you didn't get it, but we just dived right in.
What was the first clip?
It was she does this like story with a fringe on top, but like contemporary version. Have you heard this? Hold on, I'll just play it. It's only 30 seconds, and it's fierce.
Is it from the revival?
No, but it's like they did like a.
Birds and frogs will sing all together, and the toads will hum. The window whistle as we rattle along. The cows are mooing the
It was like on Broadway World or something. They did like just Art Rodgers and Hammerstein in general in this vibe. So good. She is a queen. Yeah, so we're really excited. Another Spring Awakening duo on our show on Monday, which is very exciting. So yeah, they did the revival together, which is crazy. So so much Spring Awakening this week and so much fun. So join us on Monday at 9 o'clock.
Monday at 9 o'clock. All right,
Yeah.
perfect. Thank you guys so much for being here today. It was so lovely again to see you. And,
Yeah, thanks you guys.
And have a beautiful time in the rest of quarantine, and hopefully we'll see each other
In real life
outside in
someday.
In real life.
Yeah. Thank
Fingers
you guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks.
It was really have a trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the way back to 2006. What a different time.
Yes.
It was. Yes.
Oof.
Bye, guys.
Bye, you guys. Bye.
Well,
Dylan, that was so much fun. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Oh my God. Of course, Chris. So, our next show, by our next show, I mean Michael and I's next show, will be on Thursday, August 6th. And you, Chris, MT Trivia is this Monday, August 3rd.
Monday, August 3rd at 9 o'clock. And at 9 o'clock. Yes, 9 o'clock on Monday.
Yes. And then on Tuesday, sorry, we have so many shows now. On Tuesday, Good Morning
So many
Tonight
things.
with Michael Hull.
Good Morning Tonight.
And Jackie Cox.
And Jackie Cox, RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12 Queen. They are debuting their show on August 4th, Tuesday, August 4th at 7 o'clock. And it is a morning show for nighttime people. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And I saw some things that they were filming last night, and it is going to be a riot. So just get ready for that show.
I cannot wait. I saw some outtakes. I'm very excited.
And the best way for you to find out all of this stuff is to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So if you're already watching on YouTube, it's Broadway-Talk Live. You can find us at, and I'm going to pull up the banner, BroadwayTalkLive.com. That's where you can find out.
And if you subscribe, you'll get a notification when we're having a show.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining me today, Christopher.
Yes, it was my pleasure. Cheers. I get so excited I haven't even finished my drink.
Oh my god.
Cheers.
I poured myself a little bit of another one when we were doing that that trivia.
Sneaky.
So, little sneaky. All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Well,
I hope to see you again soon. I'm coming back from the Cape on the weekend, so.
Gorge. We're probably going to pass in the night. I'm heading up there soon, but.
Oh no!
I know, right?
All right.
Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Yes, you too. We'll see you next week, everybody.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.